What's going on, guys? It's your boy Johnny Mac 52199 here, coming alongside of episode 2, coming alongside of rookie Devyn. How you been?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. You still talking about that catch throw 'em out catch that you had?
Yeah, man. There were some good defensive plays for sure. That for what you're talking about, for sure.
Oh, we're gonna get into that. You were at both of the games, right? The Cardinals and the Rattlers.
I was, yes, sir.
Okay, all right. See, my mind's a little fucked up,
No,
if
it's
I'm
all right.
honest.
Trust me, I was listening back to your and Ben's podcast, and I just some of the games, it's like I can't remember most of those. I mean, there was some that I wasn't at, but there was some that I definitely was where I was just like, I don't remember when that was.
Dog, I'll be completely honest. This was the first year that I missed like 6 games,
Oh, really?
or only went to 6 games. So my mind is like, wait, did this happen? Did it not happen? Did it happen?
Yeah, for sure.
um. So let's talk about the catch real quick because I feel like that's the most important part, and that's the first question I have written down. What was going through your head making that play in center?
You're talking about that one, that catch and throw to home against the Rattlers.
Yeah, I guess the Rattlers. I forgot you had two, so we'll talk about the other one too.
The Rattler one, in my opinion, was definitely the more impressive one. But I mean, going through my head, man, I've been a better defensive player most of my baseball career. I have always had a pretty good read at when the baseball comes off the bat, which way to react, first steps, kind of all that. I don't know, man. It was pretty perfect situation. I think I was talking to it was either Ryan or Sean, whoever was in left when I made that play, and I said, I'm hucking them home if this ball comes out to me somewhere in the decent vicinity of middle to short center field. And we just started laughing. And then that kid hit that rocket right towards me. I think I took 3 steps forward, waited for it. I always got told to, before you catch a ball, move with forward momentum. So I kind of already was planning on slowing down because the ball was coming to me. Took a couple, 3 fast steps in, caught it, took off. He took off. I threw it, and it was probably the most perfect one hop I've ever thrown in my life.
Did you know that it was going to the plate when it left your hand?
I was scared from where I was. I knew I was pretty dead on. I know me and Zach had joked about this earlier in the season when I had tried to throw guys out at first. If I throw with like a more sidearm motion, I get a little bit of tail on mine, and it always tends to be a bad throw. But this one, I came over the top like I should, like I was taught when I was a kid. And I thought DJ was gonna snag it off of the pitcher's mound. I saw him jump for it, and I yelled in the outfield. I don't know how many people heard me, but I said, "Leave it," because I knew it was right there. I either knew it was gonna be a short one hop to John, or it was literally right at the plate. I couldn't see because of DJ, but I knew it was dead in line.
Dude, that had to be the most impressive thing that I've seen all season, to tell you the truth.
I,
Hell,
I appreciate it.
all the league that I've been to, or all the time that I've been in this league, it has to be the most impressive thing I've seen. I've seen a lot of shit, but never one that just one bounces to home, if that.
Yeah, it was perfect, man. Like I said, that was by far the best one hop that I've ever thrown. I mean, if that ball would have been off any, there's no way we get that guy out. It was just perfect, bang bang.
And what a great moment too, especially during that game. I mean, it was. I think we had to lead at 2-0 at that point.
Yeah, it was either that or I think that throw was in the beginning couple innings. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been in the first or second inning where that actually happened. And I think it was in the first inning. And it was the we had one out, we got the leadoff guy out, or the leadoff guy got to third. I think we made a play, and then I think I got that leadoff guy out at the plate if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, I can't remember what the score was at that point, but I know it was earlier in the game for sure.
That definitely got the guys on the dugout going because I was I was like, holy shit.
For sure, man. That's, being able to do that defensively is big because obviously we know how my season went offensively, which I'm sure we'll get into later too.
Oh
But
yeah.
I mean, with my defense, I got to be able to provide something, and I felt like I ramped the guys up. I ramped myself up too. I mean, I was impressed with myself. Have definitely played outfield a long time, and I know that I can make those kind of throws. But coming into a men's league, not playing baseball for 4 years, just playing beer league softball, I didn't realize that I would be able to still do that. So
So, have you played outfield your entire life?
So I played shortstop my whole career up until my freshman year of high school, and there was a kid that was a senior at shortstop who ended up being one of the better players in the region through his whole career. Him and his brother were pretty known in North Dakota as two very good ball players. So the coach said that I was good enough to not sit on the bench. So they said, "Where else do you want to play?" And the whole infield was pretty solid. The outfield is kind of where we lacked, and they threw me in right field my freshman year when I played varsity. They played me in right field. So they're like, "You ever played outfield?" And I said, "Nope." And they go, "Well, you're quick and you could throw hard, so let's try it." I said, "Perfect, sounds good." And then from freshman year on till now, I've been always the outfielder.
Okay. So have do you obviously you like playing in the outfield, but
I do.
um, would you rather stay there too throughout the rest of what's left of rest of your life basically
Yeah,
is what
man.
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to ask.
I loved playing infield. That's a pretty shortstop's a pretty important position too. But I feel like a lot of the bigger plays, like I said, if I can't help out offensively, I mean, nothing's better than somebody throwing someone out from the outfield or making a diving catch or doing something like that. I've always felt like that ramps me up. So being able to do that and hopefully provide that for the team, like we were saying, that's always something that I always strive to do too. So I just like the defense part of it, man. Outfield's a tough spot. A lot of people I feel like don't respect outfielders as much as they should. It's a lot of grass to cover out there, man. You got to have good
Oh yeah,
reaction time and good skills to do that.
I played there once through my career here in this league. Never again. Never again.
It's either the most boring position to play or it's the most intense. It just depends on the team, the games, how everything's going. It's either one or the other. It's never okay. It's either tough or super simple, like just sitting out there, like Austin pitching against um some of the teams this year playing outfield. It got boring. I was like, all right, Austin, just let him hit something to me. Jeez.
um, now let me get into this. You had a catch, didn't you, before the season started?
Yeah, it was against the Bulldogs in that scrimmage that we had.
I was gonna say because I remember you diving for it, and then me
Yep.
posting it on the Instagram page. So you
Yes.
had a diving catch and you had two thrown out. What else did you do this year?
I mean, I think I had 4 or 5 decent diving catches this year, and I'd say I threw probably 4 or 5 people out, maybe six. I threw that one kid out at first base. That was in the first couple games, and I threw a kid out at home that game as well.
Oh
I think
shit!
I threw 4, 5, 6 people out this year. Two being in the playoffs, obviously, and two in that one game, and I definitely think there might have been one in between there somewhere, um, but yeah, man, just like I said, got to be able to provide on defense.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing the first diving catch against the Bulldogs and just thinking, holy shit, this kid actually shows up. We're gonna have a pretty stacked outfield this year.
Yeah, that was pretty much my intro to being a Raleigh Brew. So
I mean, hey, I, after that defensive saving play, I mean, shit, we're glad to have you on that part.
yeah, I'm glad to be here, man. It was a lot of fun this year. I had a blast.
What's your league story? Did you get invited to the draft? Did you find out through a friend? What's the
Yeah,
story on that?
so I do HVAC for a career. And I actually met Teddy Queen through a we work for different companies. My company sent me to a 3-week training class in Ohio to do HVAC service, kind of learn some more basic stuff that I wasn't familiar with. And I met Teddy out there in Ohio, uncoincidentally. And we were there for 3 weeks. So me and Teddy, just BSing every day. And I obviously think Teddy's a great guy. So we kind of clicked that way. And when we got back to, I mean, even in the conversations in Ohio, he said, "Oh, my roommate he plays baseball or was a baseball player, and he plays in a men's league now." And obviously, he was talking about John. So he was like, "You'll have to meet him when we get back to North Carolina." I said, "Okay, I'm down for that." I think it was the first weekend we had been back after that training class, and he asked me to come over and watch some NFL games with him at the house. And I was actually living probably 25 minutes away from him in Durham, and I met John, and me and John got talking about ball, obviously, and I could tell that he loved ball and I love ball. So we got to talking, and he just was like, "Yeah, if you want to come to a practice, see how it goes," and he's like, "We'll fill you out, and we'll see what transpires from there." And I said, "I'm in." So, and that's how it started through Teddy.
Shit. Okay.
Hmm.
See, I told Ben, uh, our time, which would be yesterday, that I've heard so many different stories. The most shocking story I've heard was DJ actually becoming a tri-sock, but then that season got canceled and he was a part of our team. Back then we were called the Bulls. But
Okay.
just to hear so many different explanations to people, like it's so crazy how everybody gets involved in the league,
For
which is
sure. I mean, even to have Teddy, who has never played baseball before this year in his life, bring a baseball player into the team was that's just kind of crazy too.
right. See, my story was, I don't know if I said this on the podcast or not, but um, I actually was scrolling because I'm originally from New Jersey,
Okay.
so I got down here and I was like, there's got to be some type of league down here. But being from where I'm at right now, which is closer to Fayetteville, it was kind of hard because like there was not many leagues in this area. So the first one that came up was, of course, Raleigh, which was the league we're in. And I was like, you know what? Let me fucking fill out an application. Let me get in there. Let me do the tryout. See what happens. Lord behold it. I think a week goes by. The coach reaches out, and the rest is history.
That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. I mean, I never thought to say I thought I would be playing baseball again after just doing beer league softball. I kind of just thought that that was going to be where they're at because in North Dakota they don't really have. I mean, they have amateur baseball, but that's more like club ball than it is actual like men's league where you just pay to get in. But yeah, I thought I was gonna be playing softball for a long time because I played that right after high school. I got out, and then my COVID year was during college, so I kind of put a damper on that whole baseball story there.
Shit.
And then I just loved, obviously, I love the sport, so I got into some beer league softball with some buddies, and that was where I was at for like 3 years doing that. And then coming back to baseball was quite the difference.
So, what was your favorite part of this season? If you had to pick one.
I think the favorite part of the season was just the team, and I like all the guys on the team are just great guys. I think it's a good thing to do on a Sunday. I mean, usually I just sit around on Sundays most of the time anyways. It was a good way to get out, be active. So I mean, just the camaraderie with the boys was honestly my favorite part of the season for that aspect of it.
Was there like a favorite moment that stuck out to you, like one of your diving catches, or
I mean, a couple of those, the couple of the diving catches I had definitely caught me off guard. And, um, obviously people say when you get older, your body doesn't work the same way. And I do remember making diving catches in high school and being able to walk the next day. But I will tell you, when I made some of those, the whiplash in my neck was pretty brutal the next couple of days. But yeah, I mean, those diving catches are always fun to do. I mean, like you said, I know John was saying it's something that he hasn't really seen in the league before, people making plays like that. But um, I'm just a pretty intense guy, so I'm just kind of balls to the walls when it comes to that. My body can heal, but diving catches were definitely a good part of the season. That was pretty fun.
I know a couple of them. I don't know if you know this, but I tell everybody that's new to the team that I do awards at the end of the year. Um, I do it for the channel because I also do. I don't know if you've actually seen the channel, like deep dive with the channel. I do backyard wrestling too, and I have my own
Oh, okay.
company, so I do my own matches, promote everything. So I like to incorporate the baseball awards with that stuff. Just do the awards that way. I will say a couple of those catches are probably up there for holy shit moment of the year. So,
Well, I guess I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out then. So, but yeah, there was a couple good ones this year, I think. So,
offensively, like what was your struggles this year with offensively? I know you touched on it earlier.
yeah.
What was that like for you?
Well, I was a leadoff batter. My sophomore, junior, senior year of high school, my senior year. I batted like a mid 400. So I mean, I was a decent hitter. I mean, they had me at leadoff. I was fast. I could make contact. Um, I honestly think, not even to make this an excuse, but going from slow pitch softball to then trying to hit a flat trajectory baseball, definitely, I think my swing mechanics got messed up during softball. Because I mean, slow pitch softball, you can hit tanks all day, especially if you have any baseball background. I mean, you can rock those balls, but they're at such a higher trajectory coming down. Then when you get somebody they're throwing you curveballs and knuckleballs, some of the kids were throwing knuckleballs, and I mean, it was just going back to the fundamentals of stuff that I haven't really dealt with in a while. But pretty sure the guys are adamant about me getting on that and getting that corrected for next year, which I would love to see as well. I would love to be the hitter I know I am and can be. Because yeah, this year was just atrocious. I mean, every time I got on base, I would score pretty much. So if I could just get on base, I mean, we would be able to get me in easy. I mean, I could steal second, I could steal third, and then somebody's just got to knock me in.
Yeah, that was our struggling point this year, especially during the end, was driving guys in. Let's talk about the Rattlers game a little bit. I'm sure you heard in the podcast from Ben. It was 15-10, what the score should have been. What's your thoughts on that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, you kind of said it best. What it came down to for most of the season was not our inability to hang with the teams. I mean, we hung up there with the Rattlers, which was one of the top guys in the league. It was just the fact of we would get rolling, and then I know in the podcast you kind of said we had bases loaded, and then there was three strikeouts in a row. It was me, Teddy, and whoever was behind me, and it was that's just was the story the whole year was we would get people in scoring position on second, on third, and we just wouldn't be able to capitalize on it. Whether we had no outs and had three chances to get the guy to move, and we just couldn't. Um, but I mean, yeah, it was just like you said. Always came down to leaving base runners on.
I would say that, and errors too was a
Errors for sure.
man. I don't think I've ever been madder. I sat there and I said, I think it was to Zach. Um, I think it was to Zach. I'm an Eagles fan, so I said to Zach, I said, I didn't know the Eagles played today. And Zach looks at me and he goes, "Huh?" I was like, "Well, the blood pressure's up there now because of all the errors."
hmm Yeah, there was, and at the end of the day, it's a men's league. All of us are washed up athletes, anyways. But some of the stuff that was occurring was pretty routine stuff that, I mean, all the guys on the team can play ball good too. I mean, I didn't see a single bad baseball player on our team this year at all. Everybody has their quirks and their goods and their bads. But the errors as a whole definitely killed us. That and the leaving base runners on. So
I mean, a couple of the games were just like, "What the hell is going on?" I mean, I know we ain't playing like this, but why are we playing like this?
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
and I touched on it in last week's episode, which this will be going out Monday, so next Monday. Um, I touched on it last week's episode. I said it just some of the times you could see like guys were in their own head, and it sucked because you don't want to take what you did batting wise or fielding wise or error wise, whatever the case may be, onto the next thing, and you could tell by a lot of people that they just took it with them,
For sure.
and I know during that playoff game, I'm sure you could attest to it. There's a lot of slamming shit in that dugout.
Yeah, man, for sure. I mean, baseball at the end of the day is always a game of failure. I mean, a good batting average is 300. That's 30% of the time you're hitting the ball in a playable place. I mean, that's not very good numbers in any other sport. If you're a wide receiver in football catching 30% of your passes, you're probably riding time. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
So I feel like I grew up not really trying to get super hot headed with stuff, leaving it at the plate if you strike out, which was the me every game. So, um, but I mean, I was definitely getting pretty irritated with myself too. But I mean, a lot of those guys have played baseball their whole lives. They know how it goes. They've struck out before. They've had errors before. It's just like you pick your head up and you get after it again, because once you start doing 2 errors in a row, 3 errors in a row, that's when it becomes a problem for the team. And you got to hold yourself accountable and just say, I'm going to make this play next time.
I mean, that first game against the Rattlers, there was two on an error, which again was devastating, especially knowing the outcome of what happened the next day and going home. But how did you like playing at the Durham Bulls old stadium, the athletic park?
Man, being from North Dakota, we have some nice baseball fields, but nothing to compare like they have in North Carolina. I've played at the nicest fields in my life here. And man, that park, that Durham Athletic Park, I believe is what it was called. I mean, that was the nicest field I've ever played on. It just felt different being in there. Obviously they have the movie Bull Durham on there, which I have yet to watch, which I'm gonna watch because I heard Ben say it earlier that he hadn't, and I'm like, I gotta watch that movie. And just being a play where a bunch of legends have played before, and just the history of the field itself, I feel like is just something special on its own.
I mean, that's the technically second time, but technically third time that I played there. It doesn't get any better than that, honestly.
No, dude, it's so nice. It's so nice.
A little picky with the grass and the dirt and whatever the fuck they. But
Yeah, I
damn,
mean, hey, keeping a good ballpark, I guess. So if they're gonna say that and not have a good ballpark, I mean that'd be an issue. But they're saying stay off, and it's beautiful there, so they're
did
doing their job.
did you hear the guy when the Cardinals guy stepped on it? I forget who it was on the Cardinals, but you just hear the guy in the stands, "Get off the grass!"
I did hear that actually. Yes, I did hear that. Yeah, they definitely take it serious over there.
I started laughing my ass off, and then knowing knowing what I said last week on the episode about DJ saying that there was a closet that they haven't touched in years,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
they just throw away the key and shit. That I said that's some North Carolina shit right there.
That is. That is. I haven't lived here long, but that seems like some North Carolina shit.
That's we don't talk about that problem, and we don't see the problem.
Mm-mm, that's right. It's like when something's wrong with your car, just turn the radio up and keep driving.
Exactly. You see how it? Yep. Um, what team got under your skin the most this season, and which team was fun to play?
Team that got under my skin. I mean, like I said, I'm a pretty level-headed guy. Um, I mean, I feel like our team got under my skin a little bit sometimes, just with making bigger issues out of what they have. But I mean, that's just some of the guys on our team too, and I had players like that on my team too. That's just how they are. I don't know specifically a team that would get under my skin. I mean, I wasn't at obviously, I think the Blue Jays game is the one that all that stuff happened at. I mean, that really bothers me, but I wasn't there, so I never played them. I heard there was some stuff with the Tigers maybe that I wasn't also there, so I don't really have any beef with them. Um, but I mean, anybody that really just I don't really I get trash talking, having fun, but when you take it to a level of, I mean, like actually physically getting angry at somebody, I mean, it's just not worth it, man. We have, like Evan said like you said on the podcast that Evan said is everybody's got to go to work Monday. It's a men's league. You're here just to be active and play. There's no money involved. There's no anything like that. You're not getting drafted out of this. It's like, why are you not just having fun?
Exactly. You get a trophy. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And as far as the team that I like playing, I think did was it the Cardinals that we played the last game
Yeah, the Cardinals.
of the year? So I like their pitcher. He was their right fielder. I'm not sure what his name was.
Meso.
But he was super funny guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like teams. I mean, there were some Cardinals guys that were definitely getting into it a little bit with us. But I mean, I just like having fun with any team that's going to be out there to have fun, and that's the point. They're not there, everybody's being competitive, but they're not there to start some stuff. Or they've had history with our team, which I'm not very familiar with much about because obviously this is my first year here. But just the ongoing beef and stuff, I feel like some of it's just kind of immature. But that's just my opinion on it.
See, the thing with the Blue Jays game was they never used to be like, well, sort of, kind of, but they never used to, like take it to that level that they took it to.
Yeah, that's
Obviously,
a pretty big leap in the lines from okay to really not okay. They kind of just jumped that.
Obviously, like I said, love DJ to death, but DJ kind of just egged it on too. That's the kind of
He's
guy
a
that,
hothead, man.
yeah,
That's all
that's
right. I love DJ too. DJ's great. I met him this year, obviously, be my first time, and I think he's a great dude. But definitely is a very competitive ball player that has a ceiling, and when he reaches it, that's it's just where he's at.
and everybody knows it around the league. I mean, if you talk to anybody around the league, I think I've done like 4 or 5 interviews with guys that are on different teams. They'll tell you he's a hothead, but they don't. He doesn't cross a line,
No,
and
no, definitely not. He's not disrespectful like that.
I think that's where it happened at was if he senses you're going to be disrespectful to him, then that's when it's going to happen. He's going to cross that line. But the thing with the whole suck my dick shit,
Yeah,
it's
that's crazy.
it shouldn't have happened. I mean,
Yeah,
now
I'm not a
obviously,
very angry guy, and that would have made me very upset.
if you're going to like joke around and you know nobody's going to give a shit. But that was said with intent. Number one. Number two, we still don't know
Sure.
who the fuck it was said to. I mean, because the umpire was standing right there. Our shortstop or second baseman was standing there. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, the umpires are going to make a bad call. And trust me, I've had way worse calls. But it's a men's league.
Exactly. That's what it comes down to. Is it's a men's league. We're competitive, but we're not professionals. That's why we're not playing in the minors. We're playing in a men's league.
Exactly. Now, there are some guys that played in the minors.
Yeah, there was definitely you can just tell those guys that have had the higher experience of ball between college and going up a step from there too. I mean, some of those guys were just massive,
Oh, yeah.
massive guys. It was like, where are you from?
Yeah.
Like, what water do you drink? Because I need some of that water.
The dude that hit the home run off of Ben was from the Cubs organization. That's the rumor that's going
That guy
around.
was that was probably one of the hardest hit balls with a wood bat I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, like I said to him,
I
it
took
didn't sound like it got out, but then when you looked up, it just kept carrying and carrying and carrying.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't know if that was maybe just his bat that maybe just didn't sound like the solid crack of wood, but I took about 4 steps over and I knew that was gone.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, that thing was absolutely shit on.
Oh, yeah. And then it hit the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, yeah. They would have gone out dead center, and I think their dead center was like 490 or 390, 398 or something.
Sean goes, Johnny, go. I was like, all right, well, here we go.
That was like I said, that was a shot for sure. It's funny. When I listened to the podcast, Ben was joking it off, but I know that got to him pretty good.
Dude, it
Uh,
sucks. I've had one of the Cardinals hit it off of me, and that was my first time
I was
ever.
at that game. Yeah, I was at that game too, and that kid got a hold of that one too. But it wasn't like that kid though. The
No.
kid for the Rattlers, he got a hold of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like that was a well hit ball. Yours, he kind of poked out and he threw out everything he had in there.
Which is what I was gonna, if I could speak. I was gonna say, is that shit gets to you, no matter what the fuck it is.
I can't imagine. I've pitched. I've been a relief pitcher in my younger years, just because I could throw hard, but I had no junk. I couldn't throw any curveballs. It was just straight fastballs, and I've never really had a ball hit off me like that because I only pitched a select amount of innings whenever they needed somebody to go.
So I know he was livid in that situation.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
and then almost freaking hitting Mark. I don't know if you saw that shit, but
Mm-mm.
Mark walks out of the dugout to go get a ball. I'm in mid windup and I stop here and just I hear on this side, which was the Rattler side. What? That's a ball. And they looked up and oh,
Yes, I did. I do remember what you're talking about. Yeah, he kind of made it moseyed his way on out there and yeah, kind of just set everything to a stop. And you were made a wind up.
I was surprised I didn't get called with a balk on that one. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, in every textbook that's gonna be, but I mean, this in the situation, that doesn't really happen a lot like that. So
Well, I think it helps that they were up 10-4 anyway at that point. So the umpire's just like, fuck it.
I think that maybe helped a little bit too. And there was nobody on base yet, so it was just the batter, and
Yeah.
that was for sure.
I've had some crazy shit called against me, and Austin has too, but like I said, I was just waiting for it at that point. I know Austin last year got called because I don't know if you've noticed it, but he slightly like picks up his foot sometimes when he's mad. So like he'll
Mm.
like go like this with his foot, but like not like raise it up. And the umpire the one year he had a vendetta against us. It was last year, and he goes balk, and Austin goes, "Are you shit? What was that? What balk was that?" He goes, "You lift your foot up and you didn't come through." Austin was like, "It's part of the windup." And it went from hell there from there. DJ got into his face, the umpire's face, because we had him the next game. So we were in backstory to this. We were in a heated game with the Squirrels, and it was like neck and neck throughout the game. And the umpire, I guess, just flipped the switch and just said, "Fuck this game. I'm not here for it." Rung up Austin at his shins, like at his ankles. No, not his shins, his ankles. That's how low this ball was. Run his ass up. Austin goes, "Are you shitting?" And just like has that facial expression, like you've got to be. Walks back to the dugout. Next guy up on the Squirrels, same exact pitch because that was the end of the inning. So same exact pitch, calls the ball. DJ's fiance now goes, "Come on, Bluto, it's the same pitch." He looks back. He goes, "You shut your mouth, or else you're getting out of here." I said, "Hey, yo,
That's a
what
long
the
lady to say
fuck?"
that to.
So game ends. A lot of questionable calls at that point. He even gave me attitude. I got a hit that game, and I was calling time, and our replacement, the replace me on the base paths, was already coming out, and he was giving me shit like, "Come on, guys, you gotta speed up this fucking game." I'm like, "Bro, he's 2 feet in front of you. I'm not gonna walk off the base without you here in time.
Yeah, for sure. That's how
Like,
ball
what are we
works.
doing?"
He knows that.
And the next game that we had him was the Tri Sox game, and DJ just had enough after that game. He said, "You're the worst fucking umpire we have in this entire league." And the umpire's like, "Well, you just don't know baseball. You don't know the rules." He said, "I don't give a fuck if I know the rules." That
That's
clip is out
crazy.
there. It's out there somewhere. It's on my Instagram or on the channel. It's out there somewhere. But
That's awesome.
John hits the greatest comeback because the umpire was starting to fight DJ in the parking lot. So John hits him as he's walking out the gate to go to his car. He goes, "Bro, you're 5 foot nothing."
Yeah.
I said, "Yo, if anybody was to talk trash, I would not pick John to be one of them."
No, not John. You must have really pissed him off if John's talking smack.
Mm-hmm. But what were some favorite like highlights that you had from just like it couldn't be yourself or anybody else, but what was your favorite part like this year game wise? Like, did you have a favorite game?
Favorite game.
I can't
I mean,
speak today.
I feel like a lot of the earlier ones, when we found ourselves successful, obviously it's always great getting a win. I know like against the Trash Pandas, stuff like that. Um, Even I don't know, man. No, I think my favorite games were the ones where we played the teams that were supposed to be better than us, and we hung around. We obviously the Oaks at one time did us pretty dirty. They I think they ended up mercy ruling us, I believe. Um, but I mean, even in those games, I mean, they mercy ruled us because we had a bunch of people left on base, or not even that. We just were walking everybody. Austin took himself out in the first couple innings, which is never a good thing. And I mean, just to keep walking guys. But I mean, I like playing that higher level competition. I liked both of the games we played against the Rattlers. Um, I did like both those games. The playoff one and then the one. Did we see them twice in the regular season?
No, we saw him once.
That's
So
what I thought too. And I think that game was the night that we played at like 6 p.m. one time, and it was hot as balls outside.
I think I didn't go to that one. I think it was before the Cardinals game.
I think so too, because they had like a double header or something out there.
Yeah.
something like that. I can't remember,
It
but
sounds
yeah, I
about it
mean,
sounds about right.
yeah, they ended up beating us like 7-3, but we hung around the whole time, 7-3, 7-4, something like that. We hung around with them the whole time. I mean, they're a great team. Obviously, they proved that. And we were hanging around with them the whole time, but it just came down to errors and leaving people on base, not being able to hit, which I'm very guilty of. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I liked all the competitive games. That were just close, slow scoring games. I like those games.
Shit, if I had to pick one, I would say the first game of the season.
That was the first game was against the Trash Pandas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
I
we
think
won like 12-5 or some shit like that.
that was at Bond, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, I
That
do
was
remember that game. I think that's the game I had that diving catch in too. Was that first one we had?
like holy shit, cuz I don't know if you heard me on Ben's, but we haven't had a great record since I've been in
Yes, I
this
did hear
league.
you say that.
We've never won over 5 games, so every year we would just get blown out. So it was good to see, like, holy shit, the tables have turned, sort of say.
Yeah, I mean we competed with everybody, man. In my opinion, obviously, besides like I said, that one game with the Oaks, they totally did what they did to us. But um,
That's why they're the champs.
that's right. I mean, they were great. They were a great team, man. They didn't have anybody on their team that was not excellent. They all hit the ball through all batters, everybody like that. And I mean, we have the potential to do that too, but we just got to get guys that put in work in the off season, like myself. Definitely need to put some work in, because I know I'm a lot better batter than what I portrayed this year. Um, but I mean, even Teddy, man, that was one of my favorite things to watch too. Was Teddy playing baseball? He
Yes.
shocked me so much from being a kid that's played baseball my whole life to him. It almost felt like a disrespect to the game of baseball with how good he was just right away. I was like, this kid's a natural.
Dude, he got hot towards the end of the season, too, which was really fucking cool to see, too.
Yeah, man. And he loved every second of it, man. He was getting hyped even just off a base hit. And that just hyped me up, man. Like his energy when he would get on base or strike out even, he would just kind of walk off and laugh. I mean, I was always right behind him in the order most of the time, towards the end of the year, obviously. And I mean, we would just laugh at each other. I mean, I'm taking it serious, but when I strike out, I mean, that was just kind of how I knew the season was going to go after those first couple games for me. I just couldn't figure it out. I could make contact, but it just wasn't going anywhere.
I mean, it's hard, too, in this league. It coming from the one who struck out a lot last season. I led the league in strikeouts. So I know how you feel. That's why I only batted a handful of times this year.
Well, I took your crown this year, I think. So
So it sucks. I mean, but at the same time, like, you're gonna see a lot more. I would say the Oaks definitely had the best pitching rotation.
for
Um,
sure.
as I found out this morning that they won it again. So this is shit. This is their fourth or fifth year winning it in a row.
Oh, really? Dang.
Yeah. So
I mean, they're solid, man. That kid they got that pitches sidearm against us, he's solid.
was he lefty or
I think so. I think he's the lefty that kind of throws a little submarine. He winds up super, super stretched.
yeah? I know who you're talking about.
He's
I
good, but
actually
that's a kid that kept throwing the knuckleball at me too. He's got a good
I
knuckleball.
I actually hit him last year. I got a hit. Well, I made contact on him, but it wasn't a hit. But their whole team is just looking at me. I was up at first. So I was like, I said to somebody, I forget who I said it to. I was like, "Hey, at least I made fucking contact.
That's
I'm
right.
happy. That's a win."
Yeah, he's a pretty solid. He's a pretty solid pitcher. I think he was probably the best pitcher that I saw this year. Besides those two guys that pitched for the Bulldogs in the scrimmage right away, those kids were solid.
Oh yeah, Bulldogs. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I think we need to like have that type of recruiting this year instead of just going off the draft.
For sure.
And because I'm sure you heard the draft is there's no rules. There's no nothing. I mean, it's just, well, I want to pick. Well, I want to pick. I want to pick. I want to pick. I mean, you got to give us a shot. You got to give everybody a shot. And the fact that the Oaks have won it, 4 years in a row, 4 or 5. Nothing against the Oaks because they know I love them, but you got to give everybody a fair shot.
Yeah,
That's
man.
just
I
it.
mean, I feel like people coming off of off of the draft and stuff like that. I mean, if you get drafted to be on the Oaks and they're just like, oh, hey, you could go play for us. We've won the last 5 years in a row, or you could go play for this team that has had they didn't hit 500 this year. You know, I mean, who they're gonna pick? Obviously, they're gonna pick the better team. But I mean, that's the thing too, man, is like I wouldn't trade playing for anybody else. The guys that we have, I don't care if we didn't win a single game this year. Just the camaraderie and just BSing with all the guys. I mean, I had only known John. I'd met Sean once. I met Mike once, both of the Mikes. I think we went to like Drive Shaft, like which is a Top Golf somewheres in the Triangle. I think I went there with Teddy, John, Sean, and then both Mikes one time when I had first met them just randomly all together. And then, I mean, to be able to actually like go and, I mean, they're good guys. So it was a lot of fun being able to play with them. Even if we didn't win a game, like I said, it didn't even matter to me. I wasn't there to win games. Obviously, it's always fun to win games, but I was there to just BS and play some ball.
See, I honestly think there should be more that goes into the championship than what we are left with. Because let's face it, some of these guys, I'm sure you can attest to it. I can. This is as close as we're gonna get. So have a little bit of fun. You know, treat it like your kids. You know, get something else besides a trophy and a banner. Shit, grab a bottle of soda or something and just fucking
Yeah,
spray that
no
bitch.
kidding. No kidding, right? Yeah, I mean, I think honestly, man, I think within the next couple of years here, I mean, even just the jump that I heard from John and the rest of the guys, you including yourself from the podcast I listened to you with Ben, you just saying that we've gotten better and better. I mean, I feel like we got a great group of guys to be pretty solid. Um, I mean, I definitely think we'll go over 500 next year for sure. Especially if we can just dial in the hitting, and then I think we just need to grab some more pitchers, man. I love watching Austin and RJ pitch. I thought Ben was a great addition pitching too. But we just need more depth, man. We need more aces, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's something that we say every year. It's just it's arms. I mean, and I say this too every year. I don't mean to sound like an ego, but give me in more too. Because
Yeah,
even if
man.
it's just to face two batters, three batters, you're still throwing them off at the end of
Oh,
the
for
day.
sure. 100%.
Especially if you
100%.
work me into before Austin and then you having to see Austin, it's just not working.
I thought it was great. I mean, even when there was a couple games where Austin would throw six innings, and then you would come in, and those guys couldn't even touch you.
Yep.
I love that. I mean, it was good to see in the outfield too, because it's like the first time I'd ever seen you pitch too. I was like, okay. I said, let's see what he's got. And then you struck everybody out, and it was like it doesn't matter how hard you throw; they are not used to that. And
Nope.
I mean, come on, hey, K's are K's, baby. It don't matter how you get them.
And shit, I was pitching for contact too. I'm gonna be real with you.
That's right, man.
Every single outing, it's just I want to strike out, but I'm just pitching for contact because that's all I can do at this point. I mean,
I mean,
it's
you got
not.
to rely on your defense too.
Oh yeah,
You know, I
and I
love,
think
I always told Ryan, I was like, I hope they start hitting off Johnny because I want to play ball. I want to play ball. I hope they start hitting off Austin. I hope they hit off RJ. I want to play ball. Let me play some defense. Let the defense roll, because when Austin's throwing against a team that can't hit him, it's not getting us any better. It's getting Austin better, and Austin's a great pitcher, phenomenal. But it's we just need to play more defense, and we need to get the reps on defense.
he had like almost I think it was 40 innings is what I said, maybe 50 with like 60 Ks this year. And I'm like, holy fuck!
Unsurprising, man. He's a dog. That's what
How
I felt so
is
bad about too, man. Him and they were just throwing almost full games when they were pitching. It's like I could throw 2 innings and my arm would be trashed.
see that's what I talked about with excuse me with Ben last night was I think that first game should have gone a lot different. And I really do. I really believe that because if let's just say worst came to worst and they were seeing Austin for whatever reason, then what was the plan? I
Yeah.
mean, you burned through RJ the day before. I mean, he's probably going to tell you he can go, but let's be honest, he's going to be
It's
sore.
a lot of pitches. It's a lot of pitches, man. And then you're going to be inaccurate. You're not going to have the power. You're not going to have the movement, and then you're just going to get whacked off them.
Yep. And what was the plan? I mean, I think we had, what, 13 guys there, if I'm not mistaken? 14? Something like that.
Yeah, I think something like that.
I mean, I generally think that that first game should have been okay. Well, you said you can pitch. You said you can pitch. You said you can pitch. Show me what you got for an inning. Because at the end of
Hmm.
the day, you're still gonna play tomorrow, even if you win.
For sure. And I mean, having different pitchers every inning or every 2 innings, I mean, how, as a batter, that's tough, man. Seeing one guy and then having another wing come in, and they have a total, they're either faster or slower. They have more speed, less movement, more movement. It's tough to dial in like that.
And you see who can all pitch too. So that way, if you do win that next game, and God forbid, three of your pitchers don't show up next week, you still have somebody
Yeah,
that can throw.
for sure, man. I think my like underdog pitcher this year, I liked Ryan, man. I think Ryan was solid. I mean, he's got a good arm, man. And I just think that he was telling me that he just needs to get his arm back into the groove of things because the first time he pitched, he did pretty solid, and then I think the next time I saw him pitch, he threw a lot of balls. But I mean, if you don't go from pitching for a long time and then you go and are expected to throw strikes, you could throw it to the catcher, but is it going to be in the strike zone?
Yeah.
50-50 at that point. But I really liked him pitching, man. Um, I thought that was pretty good. I couldn't remember Zach pitching this year, but I think I remember maybe him pitching once earlier in the season when I was there. But I mean, he looked good too, man. I mean, he has a nice, solid over the top throw. I mean, everybody can throw hard. I mean, we're all men that played baseball. We could throw hard. It's just the strike zone. Like I could go in there and I could throw heat, but it's not probably going to be that accurate because I haven't pitched in so long.
Right. I do think that Ryan, like you said, did shock everybody. I mean, the first time we saw him pitch was, I want to say 2024. So last year we got into the playoffs and we beat the Tigers because the Tigers cheated. So they forfeited even though they beat us. The next day we had to go play the Oaks, and
And that's never
Austin
a good time.
no. Austin already pitched the day before. Mikey pitched the
Mm,
day before. Sean pitched the day before. We had no pitchers. We had myself, and that was it. And I couldn't get it for whatever reason. I only allowed one hit and one run, but they pulled me in the second because I walked a lot of guys. And then Austin came in for about 2 innings, walked a lot of guys. And then Ryan came in and finished it. Granted, we got blown out, but he still had some zip to that thing, and the Oaks weren't expecting it. Just say that.
he's solid, man. I think that during the off season, I know Ryan and me talked a lot being in the outfield and stuff. I mean, obviously both of us kind of struggled at the plate this year, or at least, he was definitely better off than I was, but he was also saying that he wasn't where he wanted to be. I know that he said that was something he's going to work in the off season, but I think off season him throwing to a catcher or just definitely getting tuned up for the season. I think that he could be one of our aces or one of our closers for sure. I think having him come in after an Austin or an RJ or a Mike would be great.
I think him and Mikey should share that role because I honestly think those two would be the best closers.
For sure.
Honestly,
Yeah, 100%.
um,
I think so as well, man.
Mikey shocked the world last year when he got brought in the pitch. Uh, it was in a tight game against the Rattlers, which were the Rangers back then, but he came in with like I think it was we won by 2 runs or something like that. We had a 1 run lead, and he just shut the door down completely.
He throws hard, man.
Oh yeah, and I'm like,
I
what
played
the
toss with him warming
fuck?
up, and he can throw that thing. I didn't never expected it looking at him. Just I've never played ball with him. I never played ball with any of the guys before, and then seeing how hard some of them can throw, or it's just like you never expect when you look at somebody, you never know. I knew Austin could throw hard. He's just got that build.
Dog,
He's
have
just
you
got
ever
that
had
that
catch with
tall
him?
build. No, I think I threw like just regular tossed him a little bit, but it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, he throws hard, man.
Bro, he started throwing his pitches towards me. I think it was at the Cardinals game. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, Austin?
Yeah, he's good, bro. He's funny too, man. He's like a nonchalant, funny guy too.
Oh yeah, him and RJ, bro.
Dude,
Uh,
that banter was legendary, man.
I
I
don't know
they
where they
cracked me
got
up.
it from, though. I really don't
It
know
was
where they
like
got it.
it was like a mom and dad fighting. It was so funny.
And like the expectation of just RJ saying something out of the blue, like smart towards him, and then hearing him come back and say something smarter, it's just like, wait a second, you shouldn't be doing that, Austin.
Yeah, dude. Or then Austin would just give RJ a stray, and RJ would be minding his own, and then they'd go start going at each other again. It was funny, friendly banter, and I love that kind of stuff. So
He said something before the Cardinals game, and RJ looks at him and goes, "Just for that, I'm gonna let the first one go through my legs." And sure enough, on accident, first batter, I think it was the first batter, who's in the first inning. Ball gets hit to RJ and he bobbles it and it gets through. I sat on
that's
the
funny.
bench. I said, "This is why we don't joke around that shit, guys."
Yeah, not like that, man. That's for sure.
You should have said it at the end of the game. But what do you think the expectations are going into next season, though?
I think we're gonna be over 500, man. I think that we're gonna be. I would say. I mean, I would love for us to be. How many guys? How many teams are there in the league again?
10.
I'd say yeah. I'd say we're gonna be ranked. I hope 4 or 5 seed. I think that we could do that, especially if we work in the off season. I know all the guys are talking about doing some out of season practices and stuff. Um, I know that Zach's dad Mark was wanting to get me in the cage because Mark helped Zach fix his swing, and Zach's a great hitter. When he makes contact, it's solid. Um, I just need to get my fine tunings down again to be able to do what I know I can do. I did it for 3 years in high school, my whole actual like competitive baseball career I could hit. But yeah, I mean, just working in the off season, man, it's gonna be good. I think that all of us will benefit from not just going in and raw dogging the season like everybody seemed like they did. It was practiced in April. I mean, that was literally the first time I've thrown a baseball in 5 years. So
Yeah,
when I came back in and threw a baseball again, I was like, "Oh my God, this is crazy."
it's definitely I want to say a tradition at this point, but nobody does it on purpose. That we just nobody. I want to say nobody practices, but there's some guys that do practice. But we just don't practice as a team that often.
Hmm.
And then we just go into the next season and we're like, oh yeah, things are gonna be great. And then it's like that dog with the house is on fire. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, it's the cool thing about North Carolina is like growing up where I'm from, it's you don't get to play ball that many months out of the year. You know, on a good year, you're playing ball maybe 6 months out of the year. I mean, North Carolina, you could play it all year round, really. I mean,
Oh
obviously there
yeah.
gets to be some cold months where it dips into the 30s, stuff like that. But you got indoor facilities. I mean, you could go. The springtime is beautiful out here. I mean, 50 degrees is what we used to play baseball in, and I mean, I know that the North Carolina guys aren't as adept to that as I am, but um, I mean, it's we got a beautiful fall still ahead of us. I mean, I really think that doing like Austin said, the every other week practices, stuff like that, just to keep everybody feeling good. I have to fix my batting. It's not even an option at this point. I need to be a better contributor on the offensive side because if I could contribute on defense like I did or like I did offense to defense, I mean, it would help us out a lot. I mean, everybody's like that too. There was a lot of batters that I felt like we really struggled our 6 through our 9 batters, or however many we were actually batting. After it got through 5, 6 batters, it was kind of just hit or miss.
Yeah. Definitely hit or miss on that one. I do think that it's a good thing that we are trying to do more like practices in the off season. I do want to see us have a team bonding experience.
For sure. I heard you talk about that with Ben. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I mean, especially whether it just being the marksman game or just a backyard barbecue or whatever
For
the case
sure.
is.
100%.
Um, I know I try to do something every single year, and it just falls through completely. Um, the year we won the championship, which was technically the losers bracket, but still a championship, still count it.
Count it. Mark it
I,
down.
I
Count it.
I tried to get everybody like halfway, like into like I think it was Benson or Sanford, and just rent out a place and just have a buffet type thing and just have award ceremonies going on. But
Yeah, man, that'd be great.
yeah, nobody showed up to it, and nobody answered me on it. Nobody responded back to it. I tried a Halloween party, that ended in disaster.
Oh man.
um, I've tried a lot of things. I tried the marksman game, like I said. I think that's the most. I'm gonna say like the most people are gonna show up to if I ever do it again.
I'm not
I,
familiar with the marksman. What is that?
they're a hockey team in Fayetteville.
Ah, okay. Are they minor?
It's no, they're in their own league. So I think it's
Oh,
like the
okay.
ECPHL or some shit.
Oh, okay.
But my sister has three kids, which two of them are Girl Scouts.
Oh, okay.
They do a hockey game to celebrate the Girl Scouts, but it's Girl Scout night, so the tickets are like $10.
Hmm.
So we go every single year, and it's there's not a bad spot in that building. I mean, and food and everything's reasonable.
Heck yeah! I mean,
I
ten
mean,
dollars for a ticket. I mean, nowadays that's crazy cheap.
exactly. And it's funny to see like the different shit that they do too, because it kind of reminds you of like what minor leagues used to be like.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's a fun time. I'm gonna put out something in the group chat when it comes up about. It's like in December or something, but it's a good time. I mean,
for sure, man. For sure. Do you drink or anything like that, or you don't drink?
yeah, I drink. I drink
Oh, you
usually
drink?
Miller or Coors or
Oh, okay.
Michelob.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you were a consumer of alcohol at all. I just don't know you that much like that, so I didn't know. Figured
Oh,
I'd
I'm a big
ask.
boy. I'm a big boy. I do anything.
You enjoy the beer, no worries there, man.
Food,
Yeah, man. I
beer,
think
anything.
so. Where do you live at? Like what part of North Carolina?
Lumberton.
Palmerton. See, I live in Buies Creek, so right by
Yeah,
Lillington, kind of. So I mean, I'm pretty down south, like past Fuquay Varina. So
yeah. Like I was telling Ben, that was a hike for me, and I've been doing this for, like I said, 5 6 years now. It just, I literally just bought a car, brand new car. Guess how many miles are on that bitch from like 3 games?
did you bought it brand new off the lot?
Brand new. It was like 9 miles on that bitch when I got it.
I mean, you probably got to be at a couple hundred by now.
Try a couple thousand.
1,000? Oh my gosh! How
Almost.
long of a
Uh,
drive was it up to Durham for you?
an hour and 56 minutes.
That's a hike. Yeah, mine was just an hour.
Yeah. The closest closest one out of the games this year was Lee County. That was an hour and 18.
Dang, that was the closest one.
Yeah, last year it was Benson, which Benson was literally just an hour. Which, oh my god, I wish we'd go play
That's
back there.
that's still far, man. I mean, what for Bond Park? You were driving an hour and 45.
Close to it, yeah. Hour 30, hour 40.
Yeah, that's a hike. Kudos to you
That's that's
for
why I
making
said
those
those
games.
morning games fucking sucked.
That's early, man. Even like I said, even being here, I mean, I got an hour, and it's early even to wake up an extra hour early to do something. It's just like,
Yeah.
gosh, man.
I usually wake up 2 hours before the game time, or an hour before. Granted, an hour, maybe 2 hours before I had to leave.
Yeah,
So on those 9 o'clock games, I planned to be there by 8, so I had to leave by 6:30 at the latest. So I was up at like 5, 4:30.
that's early,
Yeah.
and then it's a long
Oh
haul back too,
yeah.
and sitting out in
I
the sun.
yeah. And of course my sister and her two kids. The third one didn't go because the third one's still kind of young.
Mm.
She don't want to take her out anywhere because all three of them are a handful. I love them to death, but they're a handful together.
Yeah,
Um, but she gets up, she gets the kids up, and it's like, holy shit, thank you, because now I can sleep on the way there.
For sure.
It's usually a lot of Red Bull though that goes into it, but
Oh yeah, yeah. Nothing like a little caffeine in the morning to get you going.
oh yeah, that's why I usually have something in the mornings to
Gotta.
get me there.
Actually, that early too, man. My God.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Like Durham is the farthest away though. Like I joke around with my sister and I'm like, oh, we're going to fucking Durham again. It's 2 hours.
For
She's like,
sure.
I cannot stand you. I think my freaking light just went out. I hate this fucking Alexa shit. No, I'm not talking to you.
Now she thinks you're talking to
Yeah. That's why I muted the mic on the last one, and Ben's like, I can't hear you. I was like, yeah, because I don't want this thing going off.
her. What was your favorite game of the season?
Favorite game this season was, I would say the Trash Bandits, to be honest with you.
It's
I
fun.
mean,
They were good. Like you said, that first game of the year, that's the one you're talking about?
yeah, and to get that win and that much needed win, to have Austin come out there and ball out that early in
Ball
the
out.
year, it's crazy. And it's something I don't think we've ever won the first game other than this year.
Well, now we got to make it a tradition to do so. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty confident that we're going to get over 500 next year. What are your opinions on the next year? How do you think it's going to look?
I think if we pick up some more pieces, I talked about this on the last episode too. If somebody that used to play for us that got put on the Bulldogs, is thinking about coming back.
Mm.
So if we get him back and a couple other pieces, I think we can break the 500 curse.
I think so
But
too, man. I mean, I'm pretty confident we'll get above that.
I'm hoping that we pick up an extra. I don't know, like we're at like 23 guys in the chat now, minus like maybe 3, 4 that didn't really show up this year.
Yeah.
So I would say about like if we can get to 28, 30 guys, I think we'll be all right. Because
Yeah,
that way
for sure.
you can have them coming. Doesn't matter if 16, 17 show up or 20 show up. At least you're getting players to show up.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing too, is just making sure that we're rotating guys in. I know at the beginning of the season, I was asking, I know like we had a lot of outfielders, especially right away in the season, man. Everybody in that chat showed up. We had like 15, 16 guys showing up. So I know every time I would run out to the outfield, I'd be like, "Hey, does anybody want to split center with me this inning or whatnot?" And Jackson jumped on it once, I think, but other than that, nobody really jumped on it. So after a couple games, I just stopped asking because it's like, well, I'm not going to be a broken record and keep saying it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was always down if somebody. I mean, you heard me towards in the playoffs, I'm sure, where I told them to take me out of the batting lineup because I was not doing good, and then they rotated me and Jackson at batting, and I'm like, perfect. Jackson, you know, got on with a walk a couple times, and it's like I couldn't do that. I didn't do that, so it's like perfect. Throw him in. I don't care. I don't need to bat. I can play
Yeah.
defense. I can play defense, let somebody else play and get some action. And I mean, batting's the best part of baseball, man. I personally like defense side more, but I know a lot of people like batting.
Yeah, I like pitching more, so I agree with you on the defensive side.
I love defense, man. Defense has always been fun. That what makes or breaks a good ball player. You can be really good at the plate and bad in the outfield, or bad in the field at all, and you're looked upon as meh. But I mean, I feel like if you're a solid defensive player, I mean that really strives to get you better at everything. I feel like, but not for me this year though.
Shit, I think next year that we should uh to come back off of what you were saying to have more people like rotate to would be. I mean, granted, I didn't really get to play that much. I really don't play the field because I think of myself as a liability right now because I'm too fat. But that's a whole different conversation. um, and I tell Sean like, and I told I think John and Sean, I said as long as it's somebody that's pitching that I know, like Meso, Casey from the Squirrels. Trying to think. There's a guy from the Tri Sox. I think his name is Jeff. As long as it's guys like that I've seen and I'm comfortable facing, put me in there. I don't care if I strike the fuck out. Now, if it's somebody that's throwing fucking 80, 90, no, nope, nope, nope. I refuse to go up.
But yeah, because the worst thing is when you
Refuse.
get hit by one of those pitchers throwing 80, 90 miles an hour. That hurts bad.
We had a submariner who threw like 80 on the Cougars, which is the Blue Jays, and he hit me dead in the back of the leg.
Yeah, no. Take me
I
out.
said, I said, nope. He said, I'm sorry. I said, I know you're sorry, but that motherfucker hurt.
Yeah, dude. It's funny watching. I mean, how many times did DJ get hit this year, man? And he just wore it like a champ every time. It's like I'm a little guy, so when I get hit by a ball, that it hurts. And I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
had to hurt DJ, but he's good at wearing it. I'm not, man. I'll sit there and grab wherever he just. I got hit earlier in the year, right in the ribs, man. And I was like, God damn, that hurt.
I mean, DJ, we joke about this every single year. DJ's like a ball magnet. He will get hit
Dude, he is.
twice, maybe 3 times every week.
I mean, every game it was seen. Yeah, like you said, he was getting hit a couple times. One at least, most of the time, multiple times.
I don't know how the hell he took that one well, the Blue Jay kid wasn't really throwing that fast towards the second game. But to get hit square in the back, nope. Nope.
Yeah, man, it's tough. Like that's the worst part about ball even is getting hit by a pitcher. Curveball
Dog,
that doesn't break comes in, hits you in the arm. Like, god damn, that shit sucks.
we had a kid, and this was on the podcast I did with Evan from like 2 years ago now. We had a kid that was on the Rockets, which was the Cardinals, and he, for whatever reason, just hated everybody. It seemed like, and he goes and fakes a tag at the plate, and our guy Chandler. I don't know if you've seen Chandler. Have you seen Chandler?
I've seen Chandler a couple times in the earlier parts of the year. Yeah.
And he had to force and get down and slide because he thought he was being tagged out,
Mm.
and he was faking them. And Evan goes, "Yo, that's fucking Bush League. We don't do that shit." And
Mm-hmm.
he just smiled at him. Evan goes, "Put me in." To our coach. And he goes, puts him in the next inning. Next at bat, he gets right in the fucking head. I said, God. Now, granted, Evan doesn't throw that hard,
Still though.
but damn, bro. And it caused that whole bunch of shit. And I joke about this to this day because Mikey said that he still didn't know it was coming. So his general, if you go back and watch the video, that's Mikey's general reaction. Is he didn't do it on purpose, and then Evan comes out the next week. Oh yeah, I did that shit on purpose. So
that
it
that's
made Mikey
crazy.
look like an asshole.
That's funny, man. That's one guy we need to show up next year too, man. Evan to Huck.
Evan, man, I love Evan. When he's there, it's so fucking enjoyable
Yeah, he's a good guy.
because
He's good camaraderie.
he gets out of the game, and you instantly know he's done for the day, and he's cracking open a beer in the dugout.
Shorts and beers.
Yup.
Came there and did his job. That's all we need him to do is come in, huck a couple innings, and that's it.
And then he'll sit there and fuck with people. So, the guy on
Oh
the
yeah,
Oaks, I don't know if you met him. His name's JJ. It's a bigger dude, buffier dude.
maybe.
And Evan will just sit there and just fuck with him the entire time, and it's
Is it the
hilarious.
catcher?
I think
Because
it
they have a
might be.
jack. They got a jack catcher.
It might be.
He's like a pretty big guy.
Yeah, he's kind of like built big,
Yeah.
but then kind of like built big too, just a little bit.
Mm,
JJ, if you're
no.
watching, no offense.
Yeah, I don't think it's their catcher. I don't think.
He's fucking hilarious, dog. Like
That's funny.
him and Evan just sitting there bullshitting with each other during the innings because he was the third base coach one year, and he's just bullshitting. And the type of shit that he was saying to him is like kind of how like RJ does the Austin, and it's fucking hilarious because you don't expect that to happen in a game.
No,
that's
definitely not.
That's why I can't hate the Oaks. I can't
Yeah.
hate them. I can't hate the Bulldogs, and I can't hate the Cardinals or the Pandas.
Oh man, yeah, I like the Cardinals, man. They were pretty good. I mean, they were bantering with us a little bit back and forth, but I mean, I think it was mainly their catcher that was having the beef with people. Um, Maybe just kind of a hothead guy. Good guy. I mean, I talked to him a couple times at the plate. I mean, we were laughing, joking with the umps, but maybe he just got a short fuse too. But I
I
don't
think he
know.
was catching the day before, so I think that was his 19th or 20th inning in
Hmm.
like 2 days.
That's a lot.
Yeah, because him, and Austin were talking because us three got there right after the Oaks their game ended, so we were just all bullshitting, waiting to go in the dugout and all that shit. And he goes, "Yeah, I caught it the day before, and I gotta catch this day." And I think, if I'm positive, he said Friday he was playing travel ball or some kind of ball, and he caught that day too.
It's a lot.
So he might just have been like, "Fuck this shit today."
Kudos to him, man. That's a lot. I don't know how John did it either, man.
I don't know either.
Every day, every game, the whole way, man. And he's honestly, I've played with some pretty good catchers just through Legion baseball, which is kind of like our travel baseball back home, and then my high school ball, some of the baseball camps I went to and stuff like that earlier on. He's honestly like one of the better catchers I've seen play or that I've played with. I've seen some really good catchers, and I mean, I'd put him right up there, man. We had a kid that went D2, D1 in our region that we played against. They were our rivals. We played them many times, man. And I mean, I think John was right there with that kid. I mean, this kid was really good at hitting too, which John wasn't great at hitting, but John's also been out of baseball for a while just without being in high school. You know, it's different when you're practicing every day from when you're just playing every Sunday. I mean, John is good, man. I loved having him as a catcher.
Dog, I've only seen 5 catchers. In my well, this year will be 6, but him, DJ, Mike Henry, and Ben and Brock are the only ones I've seen catch. And I've seen John majority catch in these past 3 years that have those other 4 combined.
He's a dog, dude.
And
He
I'm
is a
like,
brick. He's a
how?
brick wall, man. Every time I would come in from the, I mean, I don't know if he could hear me yelling from the outfield, but he's just blocking everything. I'm like, that a boy, John. Way to be a wall, John. I'm cheering for him from center field, and we're literally the farthest you can be away from each other.
The only thing I would complain about John was towards the end was they were taking advantage of him throwing because he couldn't, whatever reason, he had an off day, he just couldn't hit
Yeah,
second, couldn't hit a
we were
bag.
laughing at each other, man, because I said, I think I told him the one day, I said, man, you got me throwing from center to home, and you won't even throw from home to second. And he was like, I don't know what's happening, man. It's not coming out of my hand right. And I was like, I could tell, because I mean, just being in center field, I watch every throw down that he has. I am right there trying to back up if it gets past second base, even. And I mean, he's always right on the money, pretty much. But he had a couple off throws. But he was laughing about it too, which was good. That's why I like John's attitude too a lot. He's very positive. I mean, he knew he threw a bad ball, and it's just laughs it off, goes to the next one. You know,
The only time I've seen him get mad was, I think it was the Cardinals game. It might have been the Rattlers game too. He just completely airmailed third, and he immediately just took off his, well, the helmet was already off, but he picked up his helmet and just immediately just went.
yeah. I think that was on the in the playoffs. You're saying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did send one over, but that was kind of in his bad streak too. Of it just felt like it just looked when he was throwing it that the ball wasn't. It almost looked like he was palming the baseball and throwing it. He wasn't using any fingers, any seams, anything like that. It looked like he was literally just palming it like a softball and whipping that thing.
shit. I mean, hopefully next year it doesn't happen often.
Yeah, and you know he was solid all year. It was just like he was laughing about it too. Just that last game, the last 2 games, he's just just throwing off. But I
It's
mean,
that being
we're human,
close to
man.
home. It's that being close to home that does it to you.
That's right. That's right.
I texted him the last game we had against the Tigers before the playoffs. He wasn't there, so I texted him in the car ride back and I said, "Just out of curiosity, how far is the park from your house?" He goes, "No more than 20 minutes, probably under that." I said, "You lucky son of a bitch."
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty fortunate that way. And I mean, carry for Bond, I mean, I was up in like North Durham when I was living up in Durham, and it was like a 35-minute drive. So I mean, they had lived in the south part of Durham, so that was probably no further than 20 minutes too.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I wish I had that short of a drive.
Yeah, I wonder if the one person I remember you guys bringing up in the podcast with you and Ben that I was wanting to see some more of too was Gates.
Yeah,
I really hope Gates comes back. I know he has a full-time job as well. I believe he's a sheriff deputy or he's a cop somewhere. Um,
he looks like
and
one.
yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't mess with him. I mean, he's a
No.
he's a nice guy, dude. I've talked to him. I like Gates a lot, even just a couple times we've talked. But um, I was I was really hoping that he was gonna be at more games because I he's solid, man. He's
Oh
solid.
yeah.
I mean, he's a good option too. I'm not sure if he pitched, but I mean, he looks like he could throw. So
I mean, one guy that I definitely missed that was last year that was with us, but I don't know if you heard that got injured last year and he hasn't been back. Was Dylan. He
yes,
he came to the Blue Jays game and it was just like shit. We have missed your ass.
did he
uh,
play too?
yeah, he played during the Blue Jays game. That was the only game. Uh,
Oh
he
heck yeah,
he guest played because he wasn't on the active roster. But
gotcha.
just to see him back, it was like holy, because like I told Ben, he legitimately just threw it during the Cardinals game last year, one of the Cardinals games, and then you could just hear the break, but you thought it was the ball hitting the fence,
Yeah,
and the
I heard about that, and I thought that was crazy.
and the ball wasn't even near the fence at that point. So I describe it as he threw it as it was like right here when he threw it. I heard something hit the chain link, or what I thought hit the chain link.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a second, that ball didn't hit the chain link, and just immediately he just went, fuck! I'm like, oh shit. It
dang,
was it was gutted in that dugout, man. Let me tell you that. That was
I
Austin's first
bet.
game with us too.
Yeah, well, I heard that Dylan was one of the ace pitchers too. He was good, and he
Yeah,
was a good batter, right?
he let that game. He had, I think it was like 10 or 12 strikeouts. It was only like the sixth or the fifth.
That's crazy.
It was mind boggling. He was dealing. He only gave up like maybe a run, if that.
Yeah, see, that's the kind of arm we need.
And I just remember like because I've gotten to know the guys on the Cardinals, and they just Meso came up to me and was like, "Yo, it sucks that this happened to him because he was dealing for y'all." And I was just like, "I know it sucks." Especially because that was like the first legit injury that's hit the team.
That's a pretty serious one, yeah.
Yeah, and of course, just hearing the pain of him, it was just like God. I ran up because my sister films the games, and she sat behind home plate. And I've told her if anything happens, just keep recording unless I say so. Because I don't know what the hell's gonna happen in most games. I don't.
Yeah,
So I walked over to her and I was just like, no, just cut it. And she turned it off. And she's like, why? What happened? I was like, he just broke his arm. And what made it worse was his wife or his girlfriend, I think it's his wife, was just about ready to have a baby.
yeah. Well, because I remember he came to one of the games. It was at that field that the fence was locked at, and we were having to squeeze through the fence, and then they finally
Yeah,
came locked. Because he came to that game, and everyone was like saying what's up to him, and I'd never obviously met him being new, and they were telling me the story about it when we were in the outfield just tossing, and I was like, that is crazy that happened. And yeah, he had a pretty new baby still. I think she. I think it's a she was pretty young.
dude, I've never seen somebody gutted like that, and I felt for that kid or that guy. I really did.
That's tough, man. Especially like you said. I mean, we got work. We go to work on Mondays.
Yep. Yeah, he was
Like
out.
and
He was
he's
out
got a
for
broken arm now.
he was out for like I think it was like 2-3 months. We saw him again during the next season, or that next couple weeks, but he just came out and his arm was okay, but he pointed out the scar, and the scar was like he had like a rod sticking in his arm or something.
Crazy.
And he's like, I can't even lift a soda can with this hand. I said, God, wow. I couldn't
That
imagine that
sucks.
shit.
No, that's tough, man. That's tough. And that's like at the end of the day, everybody, that's like why I don't really get the fighting and all that stuff is like, you got to go to work.
I know,
You're a grown ass man. What are you fighting in a men's league for? What are you like doing all that for? That's crazy.
I knew that the Blue Jays, again, don't take this the wrong way, anybody listening, but I knew there weren't, nobody was going to do nothing.
No,
Because I I don't know the kid personally, but I've heard stories about the kid. And I knew that he's still, I'm assuming he's still close with his family. Because I did hear a couple stories about how much his family means to him. And I just kept thinking, well, he's not going to do anything because he doesn't want to make that call.
for sure.
Saying, I got locked up for something stupid.
Yeah, especially in a men's league game.
Yeah. And I knew DJ wasn't going to do anything unless he did something.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's just like, okay, let it all out, but get the fuck, get the fuck to moving.
Yeah, just
You know?
go. Yeah, what's it matter? Nothing's that deep anyways.
No. And like I said to Ben, I mean, this shit with the gun too.
Crazy.
Like, what are we doing? And I understand having it to protect yourself. Totally
For sure.
understand that. Totally understand that. And you don't know what the situation is going to entail, but at least tuck it.
Yeah, no,
Put your
he
jersey
definitely
over it.
I wasn't there at the game, so I can't really say anything like that. But I mean, I saw the picture, and in my head, I was just going, "That's a grown man flashing it." That's pretty much what he was doing. He was saying, "Hey, I have this," and it's like, to me, all the concealed carry aside, like that's just super immature, especially for a grown man to be doing. I mean, that's like totally crossing the line there too. It's like, what's the point in that? If you're not going to use it, why do you have it showing?
And the guy, I know him. Like, and I've talked to him. I've had conversations. He's a nice guy, but at the same time, just like throw your shirt over it.
Yeah, and
It's
that could have maybe been his way of trying to control the situation too, just telling everybody it's not that deep, like just take a chill pill, which I understand
yeah.
that too. But yeah, the gun is totally, in my opinion, just like crazy, crazy dumb. But I mean,
And
like I
from
said, I
my
wasn't there. I don't know how heated it all got. I mean, I'm assuming it got pretty heated to have them waiting in a parking lot. Obviously,
oh,
that's pretty heated. So
it got real heated. My sister overheard a lot of shit talking before we got out there. So, he was waiting to beat his ass, in his words. Which
DJs,
is yeah,
yeah, we
which
see
is
how that
crazy.
goes.
It's a men's league game, and
Yeah.
like I get along with everybody. I don't shit talk anybody except for the Tigers. Fuck the Tigers. But you still
You still there?
you still there?
Yeah, now I am.
Okay, okay. I don't fuck happened.
No, me neither. All of a sudden, everything just cut out. Oh,
Uh oh.
good now?
Yeah. Are you good?
Okay. I'm good now too. Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
weird.
That shit did that with Ben. And the funny thing is, like, it still records, so I still have to talk through it because I'm not cutting anything.
I gotcha.
So I'm like, oh, what happened? If you lose him, oh.
No, no worries. All right. Anyways, you said back to the Tigers. You
Oh
don't
yeah,
like them?
fuck the Tigers. Fuck the Tigers. Just a team as an individual. I don't hate anybody individually. Just a team as a whole. Fuck the Tigers.
Yeah, I
But
gotcha.
um, but it's uncalled for. You say what you gotta say, and like hearing what happened afterwards too, like when everybody dispersed and when the cops left. I mean, it's crazy. Like it sounded like he was having a bad day, and was looking to take it out on somebody else.
Probably. But
And again, I know the kid, and he doesn't seem like that type of person.
mm-hmm.
I have nothing bad to say about him other than that situation should have been handled a lot different from everybody involved.
100%. From both parties, everybody should have just
Yeah.
chilled. I mean, like we keep saying, it's a men's league game. I mean, if you're gonna say something disrespectful to somebody, that's a different thing too. But to wait in a parking lot for somebody, I mean, like, and then have nothing aspire from it. Like, there's obviously you're not gonna do anything. You guys aren't gonna
No.
fight. You're not gonna eat. It's a park. Why are
Yeah.
you throwing down in a park? We're all in our mid 20s, 30s. Like, what are you doing? And then you got
And
young boy Ben. He's only like 19, but that's a different story.
and the amount of looks that they were getting from just bystanders
For
was
sure, man. I mean, there's just people, there's families walking around in that park, like
uh-huh.
walking their dogs, walking their kids in strollers, and they have this random group of guys yelling at each other in
Yep.
baseball uniforms.
And trying to fight.
Yeah, man. And then
It's
they
just
see, if we saw the gun, I mean, imagine how many other people saw the gun just walking by.
yeah. I'm surprised like the cops didn't get there sooner, to be honest. I'm so surprised. Because
Yeah, I
that
will say I
shit
am very happy I was not at that game. I am very happy that I didn't have to see all that because that kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth. Like I said or what Ben said too, even was, he was happy that his parents weren't there.
yeah.
Like it's got to be pretty bad if you don't want grown adults to be there around other grown adults.
I wish the kids were there, my nieces. Because
For
we were
sure,
literally parked
100%.
right next to it.
That's crazy.
And I'm trying to, and you can see it in the video of me trying to get my sister out of it so I could just. I'm not going to jump in unless, like, something happens. Like, I know
Yeah,
I'm going to get my ass kicked regardless of the situation, but I'm still, you know what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
how I was raised. That's my team. I'm going to go for war for my team. But
for sure.
until then, it's content. And I said this in the last podcast. I have a content mind of just I'm going to film because this is going to be great content. I don't care if that person's
Mm-hmm.
bad. And apparently he was upset and was threatening to sue whoever was filming. And
And that makes no sense either.
I'm like, dude, you can't do that. You look up the law that
Yeah,
states if you're in a public place, which a park is considered a public place,
literally the most public place.
you cannot sue.
Yeah, it's crazy. I
But
mean, at the end of the day, it's just them. Don't act like an idiot if you don't want. If you're doing something and you're getting caught on camera for it, and you think you're getting in trouble, don't be an idiot.
and I'm known as the YouTube GoPro kid, whatever the fuck you want to call me, in the league. So to sit there and not think that I'm not gonna record it,
Fuck
you're
them.
crazy. You're crazy.
Fuck 'em.
You're absolutely crazy. And
Yeah,
of
for
course,
sure.
like, and I said this with Ben too, like, sitting there and like, because they were coming out as he was getting in his face, and I'm sitting there trying to load my shit into the car, and I'm like, the amount of people you waited till he had the lowest amount of people with him to start shit, and you had your guys back you up. It was
Hmm.
literally John's mom, DJ's girl, and me during this thing as they're walking past. And I'm like, what is going on? Yes, he said some fucked up shit to you, but you gotta honestly see that your shortstop started this whole issue too.
Yeah.
Because if he
I mean,
doesn't
it's
say
not
that
that
shit,
deep. It's not that deep.
exactly. And if he doesn't say that shit, DJ doesn't say shit to you.
Exactly.
Let's just be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
But what would be your favorite go-to snack after a game? So I like to ask everybody this.
After a game, I'm a big dude. I've been rocking with just Chex Mix. Just the little snack size Chex Mixes. I mean, I eat them for lunch every day at work. Not my full lunch, obviously, but to keep me full throughout the day. I mean, I like the Chex Mix. I'm a big cheese stick guy too. Love cheese sticks. So anything like that. I mean, like you guys had kind of said that they went over to that tavern. by Bond a lot. I went over there as well. I mean, like I agree with you. Nothing beats bar food, man. A
Nothing.
good cold brew with the boys, and then after, especially after a hot day or just a long running around day in the morning, and then going to get some lunch with the fellas, and then drinking a couple beers, and just shooting crap with the boys. It is fun, man. That's probably
Nothing
my
beats
best
that
food at
shit.
bars. Bar food is amazing, man.
Dog, the one time that I went, John got, I guess, a table, actually. But I think John had the most say in it. He got, like, a whole big cheese platter of the cheese fries.
Yeah, those cheese
Holy
fries are
shit.
good too, bro. We had those every time. There was like 2, 3 orders of those that would get put in for the table. So
I said, oh my god, this shit is good. What have I been
gas,
missing out
dude.
on?
Yeah, there was one time we went over there, and I felt bad for the bartender. She was all alone, and it was packed in there. And it was, I don't know if there was 1 or 2 cooks in the back, and then there was just the one lady serving. And she was running all over the place. And then, you got a group of guys coming in, and luckily we're all pretty like-minded, where we're pretty chill, where nobody's in a rush. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. It's gonna take me a while to get to you guys. Like the food's gonna be backed up." We're like, "We're not in a rush. Just bring us our drinks, and we're fine to wait for food. No worries."
Yeah, we're gonna start anything over food.
No, no way, no way. We're fine.
At the end of the day, food's food. It gets there when it gets there.
Yeah, yeah. What's your go-to after game snack?
Um, it's probably any fast food restaurant if it's not the bar.
Mm,
Um,
I love fast food too, man. It's
I
goodness.
eat way too much of it.
I don't blame you, man. It's good. It's fast. It's convenient. It's good. I love fast food. What's your favorite fast food joint?
Ooh, I'd say out here has to be Bojangles.
Bojangles. I like
Bojangles.
their breakfast right hot in the morning, dude. So good. And we don't have Bojangles in North Dakota, so when I moved out here, and we ate Bojangles and cookout. We didn't have a cookout.
Cookout. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god, cookout's so good, dude. That is a southern staple right there.
Cookout is probably the cheapest too. Like I
Oh,
came
dude, it's
out.
so cheap, so bad for you, but it's so good. Think I lost you again.
Well,
We back? We
we're
back?
back.
All right, I think we're back. All right,
All right.
back.
we
Action.
didn't we didn't have a cookout. God, I can't say cookout
I don't know
apparently.
why. I don't know why it keeps going. All right, you guys didn't have a cookout.
So I decided to go to cookout one night, and I was just like, "Good God, this shit is cheap and it's actually good."
$10 to get full, dude, and it's good. Like
Yeah,
you said, it's good food, man. It's like when I ate there the first time. I can't remember who was telling me about it. I think it was some of my guys at my work, and they were like, "Oh, you gotta try Cookout. You gotta try this place, this place." And Cookout was obviously the one they recommended, and I went there for lunch, and I was like, "Oh, is this place like what's the pricing on this place?" They're like, "Dude, it's so cheap," and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be trash." But dude, Cookout's gas, and they're open so
it
late too.
is.
You drunk one day, you want some fast food.
Yeah, drunk food that in Waffle House.
We didn't have a Waffle House either, but I've eaten at a Waffle House, and that's good too, man. That's good, cheap,
Yeah.
cheap. I love breakfast food too. I could eat breakfast food every meal of the day.
See, I usually get the bowls, the
Ooh,
the shredded hash browns and the chicken and the beef in it.
yeah,
Oh my god, I
yeah,
could eat those things every single day of my life.
yeah. I'm a big Chick-fil-A guy. That's probably my favorite place is Chick-fil-A.
See, the Chick-fil-A down here is ass.
Oh, really?
I don't know why. It's just it feels like they don't season anything.
Yeah. See, most of the time when I'm eating at Chick-fil-A, it's like when I'm at work, just working around the triangle. So I mean, it's all people go through there all the time, so it's all fresh and hot and good. But I've had some pretty bad Chick-fil-A experiences too.
I'm like, how the fuck do you fuck up Chick-fil-A? Like,
Yeah, and I feel
how
like
does this happen?
Chick-fil-A is honestly pretty known. I feel like they got pretty quality tasting food, and when you get a bad one, you're like, who cooked that?
What the fuck? Yeah, all right. The wing place by my house. Oh my god, they're expensive as shit. It's like I think it's like $10 or $11 for like six wings.
But they're good.
But they are good as shit. I'm not a big lemon pepper guy,
Ooh.
but
Dry
that is
rub?
the only thing. Yes,
I
that is the
love.
only wing I get.
Yeah, dude, I love dry rub lemon pepper.
Dude, that shit. I told John one day. I said, when y'all come out here, we gotta fucking go to that place because that shit is fucking great.
Are you just a dry rub guy, or do you like any sauces?
Um, I used to be like big into the garlic parm,
Dude, that's
and
my favorite. That's my
some
favorite
people
sauce.
would just like make it a sauce, but there's other places like the bar by my house in New Jersey that would literally just make it into a seasoning.
Mmm.
So it was like a hit or miss. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I also don't like when my wings are like drowning in sauce.
Yeah.
Like I like when there's. That's why I like dry rub too, because it's controlled at least. It's not like just like a bunch of sauce where you almost have to smack the wing off on the table to get it some sauce off.
So now, what do you like to dip it in? Blue cheese or ranch?
I'm a ranch guy. I'm a ranch guy.
Yeah.
I'm a ranch guy all the way, dude. All the way. Blue cheese isn't bad, but definitely ranch over blue cheese for sure.
Dog, I tried blue cheese because my dad was a big blue cheese guy,
Oh, really?
and I said, "How the hell can you eat this shit?"
It just honestly tastes like spoiled ranch, to be honest.
I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah. Yeah, the
And he's like,
worst. What's that? You go.
he said, "Man, it's just so good." I said, "That shit looked like molded cheese."
Dude, seriously. The worst is when you ask for ranch and they bring blue cheese and you don't look and you just dip and eat and you're
So,
like,
yeah,
oh.
I've
Yeah,
had that happen a couple times, and I'm like, "This is not. Nope. Mm-mm. Take this
yeah,
shit back."
for sure. For sure. Fuck. But yeah,
um,
man.
if you had one rule to change or anything in the league, a rule, uh, whatever it is, like a field that you wanted to play after the rest of the year or whatever, what would you change?
I mean, honestly, I like Bond Park a lot, except for when it rains. It obviously sucks holding water. But if I had to change a rule, I mean, I know there was a rule that was going on the one time where if you hit a certain amount of people, a pitcher, you hit a couple runners. I'm not sure how many batters it was, like two, three, four, maybe
I think it's
four.
5.
Yeah, and
It's
see,
5.
I feel like maybe that number should be brought down a little bit. Like, I mean, even if like Austin hits three people, which he hit a couple people every now and then, but it wasn't like consistent. But if you're throwing somebody that's hitting batters, just throw somebody else in there.
Oh yeah,
Like I feel like maybe that could be dropped a little lower. I feel like three's a good number, three in a game. I mean, that could get a little dicey, I guess, but maybe four is the sweet spot. Maybe if it's five, maybe go to four. Um, I also wish that we didn't play games later than noon.
fair point. Fair
Like
point.
playing six. I would way rather play 9 a.m. games and have to get up early than play 6 p.m. games and get home at 11:30.
See, I like the night games, but only on special occasions, and it
Yeah,
depends on who
see,
we're
the night
playing.
games are cool, man. I like the night games too, but the ones I'm referring to are when it's 95 degrees outside. It's You're sweating as soon as you even get out of your car, and then you have a 3 hour game to play, and you're
Yeah,
running and the grass, it's humid, the bugs, and then you get home, you get done with the game at 9, and you live far away. I don't live as far, but I'm still out here a ways. And then I gotta drive an hour and 15 minutes. It's like, God. And then I gotta get up for
yeah.
work, and I don't want to do any of that.
I feel you on that one.
It's like I
I
don't want
really
to
do.
go. I'm sore, my body hurts, my brain's tired, and I do not want to go work a full day. And especially doing HVAC, in the summer, it's just right back to the heat. Going into attics, it's 130 degrees in the attic. It's like, here we go again.
Yeah, fuck that shit. I give you all the respect on that one. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, it's good
My
work, but yeah, the summers are good and bad.
See, my job was just working at Dollar General for a little bit, but at least
Hey,
I was in
at,
the air
at
conditioning.
least you were in some AC. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I used to be a detailer, so I know how that feels. That shit.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
We had this place at Nissan, and we called it the oven because it was literally just a shed. with no insulin, no nothing.
Oh my god.
So it was just a metal shed, and it got to like 110. I want to say out one day,
I bet.
and I said to my buddy, well, my manager at the time was Chris. I said, Chris, I ain't doing shit. I'm sorry, I can get yelled at all you want. I'm not doing shit. I'm sitting my ass down.
That's hot, man. And yeah, it's tough, man. Going into having to go and know you're going into a hot place is never fun.
Yeah, everybody hated working at Nissan.
The oven.
Everybody.
That's funny you guys called it the oven.
Like, and what made things worse was there was no bathroom, so you had to walk from the back to Nissan to go into the bathroom.
Dang.
I'm like, yeah, no, fuck this shit. The first day I started there, I go, where's the bathroom at? And one of the guys goes, oh, well, it's not around back, joking around with me. I didn't know he was serious. I said, no, seriously, where's the bathroom? He goes, no, seriously, it's around back. The building's closed. I said, are you fucking... He goes, no, I'm not fucking with you. Go around back. Just make sure you don't do it in front of the cameras.
Yeah, for sure.
I said, hey, yo.
That'd be a bad one. You don't want to be on that side of content.
Oh, no.
So,
especially since there was kids.
yeah. What made you
Yeah.
want to start recording the games? Because I think that's honestly super cool. I know we all appreciate the walk-up music was super fun to have, man. We kudos to you for that. I'm sure the whole team, or I can speak for the whole team, is thank you for recording the games and the walk-up music. I mean, the podcast. John was telling me right away when I started that I got to get on the podcast, and I'm glad you asked me because I was. I mean, this has been a good time. You know, it's been a good time, but we appreciate it.
I try to do everything like content wise. I touched on it earlier. I do the wrestling content,
Yep,
which is very expensive.
I bet
Very. um, from booking talent to booking a building to booking a ring to everything, you name it. So I usually only do once a year because I go out to Jersey, and I like to be in the vicinity of the show just to see, what all goes through and that sort of shit.
for sure.
And I'll just plan it to when I go down to Jersey. But I need something to fill that void.
That gap, yeah,
And
get that itch.
until the next one.
Scratch that itch.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll just start recording the games.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the same group chat, believe it or not. Same group chat that we still have to this day on GroupMe. And I said to the team, I was like, hey, does anybody care if they're on camera? And they're like, no, why? I was like, oh, well, I do YouTube, so I'm testing out this thing. And it just stuck. It doesn't get a lot of views like the wrestling does, but it's something to just put out there.
For sure.
Until the
Keep
wrestling
feeding content, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And I'm trying to make it so where now I'm able to do the podcast and the video calls. I have a show that I'm bringing back with the wrestlers this week, actually. And I'm hoping that fills the content until the season picks back up.
For sure, man. No, that's super cool. I just was curious because I know John had said right away during the season that we have this guy we call Johnny Mac, and he records the games, and it's super fun. If something crazy happens, he gets it on film, and it's fun to watch back, and it's super fun. I mean, I enjoyed watching the game replays and stuff like that, and slowing the game down too, watching everybody again. It's cool.
So the plan is for next year is I'm going to get a couple cameras. I'm going to have a dugout camera, as I call it, and then I'm going to have a live stream of the game camera. So instead of just going back and just editing throughout the whole game, I just go back to the video. Did we freeze again?
I got you again now. We're good now.
Okay, so where did I leave off at?
Oh, the live streaming video.
So I'm gonna have one behind the plate, and I'm gonna do a live stream that way, because I feel like I feel like the videos now are missing something. but I couldn't find a way to live stream the games. I looked through Game Changer, which Game Changer was stupid, but I
Mm,
understand it's more for kids technically,
mm,
because that way you can send it to, if you play in North Carolina but you have family in Jersey or vice versa, you
right.
just send it to them and they can watch it.
Oh, okay.
But that was like a membership type thing, and I'm like,
Gotcha.
I'm not doing that because I just, there's no point.
Right.
So I'm trying to test out a way. The original plan was to test this out last year after the off season. I had this little wiffle ball tournament set up,
Oh.
but nobody showed up to it in typical John fashion. um,
Oh, dang.
so I was gonna test it out doing the live stream and see how the live stream would work on the wiffle ball, so that way next year I could actually do the same thing, but just
That'd
on
be
a bigger
sweet.
scale. And I don't know. I think it could work. I mean, the camera equipment is fucking expensive as hell.
Oh God, yeah.
The camera I'm looking at is like, oh, are we back?
We're back. You said the
No,
camera that you're looking at is how expensive?
$200.
That's
So
that's
that's
good
like
money on a camera.
600 right there
Mm-hmm.
between the three. I'm like, God Almighty! But it's a good camera. I mean, it's typically what streamers use now.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, if I can't get into streaming like some of these other guys can, I feel like I can get into just live streaming the game. If
Yeah,
that,
for sure.
plus that way, something stupid happens like that fight. Well, it's live, so
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
shit. Could
Yeah,
you
that'd be
imagine that shit? That shit would be.
no. That'd be
And
funny.
and the podcast, I kind of like. I had a podcast before, but it just wasn't. I had no guests on or nothing, and it wasn't picking up. I'm sure if you scroll back on Spotify, you can see them. Um, so I was like, oh fuck it, I'll just change the name. Which I was gonna start another podcast for Brew Talk, but I couldn't figure it out on the app. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just change the name and just rebrand it into something different. And it was relatively easy. There's an app called, it was called Anchor.
Okay.
So I would just have the guys join the list, or the recording through the app, record it, and just post it out there. But then I started realizing, hey, this needs videos, it needs, clips to go on the channel, and it needs clips to go on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, to get people into it. So
Yeah.
that's why I just started doing it on Discord, and they took away the in-house recording software on the app. So now it's just called Spotify for podcasters. And
Mm,
literally, I just take the audio file, upload it, and just publish it, and it goes out to all different platforms for podcasts: Spotify, Apple, whatever you name it.
that's cool.
So I don't have to distribute it anywhere, really. I just
Yeah.
click one
Yeah.
button and it's done.
Who else do you have plans for coming on the pod? Because you said Ben was the first one, as far as the off season goes, and then me. Do you have any other plans with any other guys right now?
I have Teddy tomorrow night, which our time is Tuesday, which I guess technically would be tomorrow when this goes out. But
Yeah.
and then I have RJ and Brock, but they are later October. I have
Okay.
John sometime next Monday,
Okay.
but he doesn't know because him and RJ and Austin are in a fall ball league.
Oh, he is playing fall ball.
Yeah, so they don't know their schedule at fully, so it could
Okay.
change for that day. My
Do you ever
goal,
do like combine, like having more than one person on at once?
yeah, so I do the Mackey Awards. My goal was to do it live, but I still haven't figured out how to go live on Discord. Um, and I'll have like multiple people on.
Oh, nice. Speaking about your Mackey Awards, obviously me being new to the league and stuff, I haven't and the team I haven't really heard much about that. What are some of the awards and how does it all work? Do you throw a voting system up in the league for that, or in our chat for that, or how does that
So
work? Tell me something about that.
yes, so the voting goes out like probably November, and I'll keep it up on YouTube, on Twitter, as far as they can go. On Instagram, it only goes up to like maybe the story goes up to like for 24 hours.
Hmm.
But they recently added something where you can just put a poll in, so I'll leave that
Okay.
up, and then usually December 31st is when I'll do it at like 9 o'clock, and the week before, so like say if it's like the 20th or the 26th, I'll go delete all the posts, write down the numbers of who has what on where, tally it up, and then that's how I decide who wins. I'll
It's
usually
cool, man.
throw it in the group chat, which I should have already done this year, but I haven't just had the time to.
Hmm.
Um, and then I'll have the guys vote first, so that way they vote first. Because it's a
That's
lot.
fun, man. What are some of the awards that you win? Like, what are the categories?
Um, Cy Young. Actually, I have it written down. Hold up, 2 seconds. Let me pull it up. Rookie of the Year, Gold Glove, which is two winners from everybody. So like everybody's names involved in that one. Rookie of the Year
Okay.
would be you, Teddy, Ben, and Caleb or Gates.
Okay.
Gold Gloves would be everybody that played was playoff eligible this year. And I think Gates was playoff eligible, but he just didn't come, right?
Yeah, I think he told us that he couldn't get off work. He couldn't get somebody to cover a shift or something like that. But
Okay, yeah. So everybody that's playoff eligible, I'll throw in there. So two Gold Glove winners, which they're actually Gold Gloves, which
really,
is yes, which is sick.
that is sick. Dang.
Silver Slugger, MVP, the Game Changer Award, which is basically like an MVP, but it's like who helped us the most this season and
Gotcha.
and changed the game.
For sure.
Heart and Hustle Award, Mr. Clutch, who batted like the most clutch. Like you could throw them up there and they delivered.
Yeah, yeah.
Funniest player, holy shit moment of the year, rivalry of the year, game of the year, and that's it for baseball.
Man, that's sick, dude. That's super cool that you do that. I mean, like I said, I hope I can speak for the whole team here, saying that's awesome that you do that. I mean, it adds a whole other element to the team, to the game, to the bonding, all that stuff.
Yeah, hold up 1 second. I'll show you the awards. I gotta turn off my camera though because I gotta go back in that clusterfuck. So give
Oh,
me
you're good.
2 seconds. So this is what they used to look like. This is my sisters though, but this is what they used to look like.
Oh, okay. That's super cool.
And then I got see if I got a picture on my phone of what they now are. If I can find one. Do I not have one? There is like, have you seen the Super Bowl trophy?
Yes.
So the Lombardi, it's literally like that. Like one of them. There's a whole bunch of different designs that I go through, like that I'll pick. That's oh this is cool or like this is cool.
Okay.
It's coincidentally it's the same place that Rob goes to for the trophy itself for the league.
Gotcha.
So I didn't know that when I first did it, but it's called Crown. I'm trying to pull it up. The Gold Glove. It's called Crown Awards, and I'll literally just go through, and I'll go to like the tab where it says Sports section.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you can see that, and I'll
Yeah,
just
I
go
can
down
see
to
that.
baseball, and then I'll just pick like which one makes the most sense.
Oh, dang, that's sweet. Those are
So
pretty neat.
this is the one I did for postseason MVP that I'm thinking about doing for Cy Young this year.
That'd be sweet.
I actually have that one behind me,
Oh,
which
really?
yeah, which I want to go get, but I don't want to go get because it's a clusterfuck over there. I'll be
No, you're
honest.
good, dude. No, that
This
picture did it justice. That's sweet.
so this is the Gold Glove.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I'll
That's
just go
super cool.
through like what will make the most sense. So like for Silver Slugger, like something that has like a bat on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just stupid shit. And it's yeah, this is the one I did for. I think it was the other year for Silver Slugger, for like last year or the year before.
Oh, that's perfect.
So yeah, I'll buy them and then I'll get them to like the people. I'm technically 2 years behind on them.
Oh,
Yeah, because last year I had. It's gonna be funny to say, but not really funny. So for New Jersey, I took out a loan to go, and I had set aside the amount of money that I needed for all the awards. And last minute, something happened where I had to get a rental or something because the other car broke,
oh, dang.
and I couldn't buy it right then and there. So I was like, "Fuck! I'm just gonna have to put that on the back burner." And then I lost my job, and then now shit happens with the new
Yeah,
car and
man.
everything.
Gotta roll with it though. Yeah, no, that's all right, man. We gotta talk to the managers next year and get that in the budget for buying into the league that we stipend some way for you to get those awards to be able to present them to us. That's sick. And it'd be cool if I mean, I'd be down to throwing extra money so that we can help get those too, man. I think that's a cool thing at the end of the season.
And then we had rings, which I don't know if I have a picture for when we actually won the whole damn thing. I don't know if I have the picture of it.
Mm.
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see that on my finger.
Oh yeah.
It
That's
was an
awesome.
actual ring that came in like a case.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
That's super sweet.
Oh yeah, and I did like the funniest player, which Lisa's gonna hate me for showing her face, but that was kind of like the ones I did for funniest player,
Mm-hmm.
and the bottom of it just lit up,
Dang.
so you could just turn it on and it would light up. And I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty cool. I might just keep this going because funniest player wasn't actually a thing until I just made it a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, you know, who's the funniest player out of the year, and it just kind of rolled. And I was like, you know what, this suits this perfectly. I do the Mac Award or John Mac Award, which is named after my dad,
Okay.
and I nominate the family nominates 4 people. So my mom, my sister, and the kids, and myself, and they get a little plaque made up for them. So I mean, I try to go balls to the walls with the awards because it's something I actually enjoy doing.
Yeah, man, that's super cool. Like I said, we'll have to talk to John to see if when we collect payments next year, if we can add in some extra dough for to help chip in for that because that's cool, man. I think everybody on the team likes that. I mean, like I said, speaking for the whole team, I think that's personally awesome that you do that. So, I mean, I'm sure they all feel the same way, but yeah, we can't leave you hanging dry like that. We gotta help out with that.
And DJ likes to call it a popularity contest, which is funny as hell because there's the picture from everybody 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, that's a good
So
pick.
I don't know if you could. The DJ got the MVP award. He got a Gold Glove. Uh, Sean got Rookie of the Year that year. John got. There's the plaques I was talking about.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So I mean, it's literally something I love doing because I just love seeing people's reactions to it. It's actually
Yeah,
funny as
heck yeah.
shit, and like to see my reactions to it because the first year I did it, which was that year because I used to. Well, technically, I did 2022 too, but um, the first year I did it like actual awards, like went and took my time with it. My mom helped me out buying it because she had just got taxes, so I was like, all right, I'll pay you
Okay.
back on my next check. I'll just start making
Mhm.
payments to you. She goes, yeah, that's fine. And literally the day I ordered it, I was like, all right, when the fuck's it coming in? And it was like 2 days or 3 days or whatever the case was. And I literally sat out in my living room the whole entire day just waiting for that box to come in. And it was like
Not bad, man.
three gigantic boxes.
Dang.
And I just went through it. I opened them and I was like, oh, Lisa, look, it's the Gold Glove.
That's cool, man.
And it stuck. I mean, it's a year tradition now at this point, but I find it very fucking funny to see everybody's faces of, oh, I won. Oh my god, I won.
That's for
I
sure, man. That's super cool.
I wanted to do like an award show type thing when I first did it, and just have like a bunch of the guys just come over, sit down, and just go through the like actual do a show.
Mhm.
But that plan never worked out.
Dang. Yeah, no, that's cool, man. I even think like even putting that as like a podcast. I don't know how many people you can get on Discord, but that'd be cool if we all joined up on Discord and one night just had a couple beers and went over the awards. I feel like that could be a fun thing to throw on the podcast too, man.
Yeah, shit. I mean, I can do. I think I can do that. I think I can have like as video. I think like only like 8 or 9 people, but
Okay.
as like I can stream through the app. I'm pretty sure, which it can just like some people can be in. So like, say there's like 20 people in this call,
Yeah.
half of 5 or 6 or whatever the case is can be on video like we are now, but the other half can be watching the live feed with still in the call.
That's cool.
So I was thinking about doing that, but I might do that this year. I don't know, depending on everybody's schedule.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I usually set it for like late. That way, if whatever the case may be, if I'm working or whatever, I don't get done till late. I can just come home.
Mhm.
Okay, I don't have to worry about rescheduling it. But I mean, shit. I still gotta get last year's awards, but I mean, I think it would be fun just to do like something like that, like in person.
For sure. 100%, man.
So before we start wrapping things up, because it's already 2 hours at this point.
Dang.
Um,
Time flies when you're having fun.
yeah, that's why I have to keep like checking my phone and checking the bottom of the screen. And
Making sure we're not talking till 2 a.m.
dude, I did that the one time with John when I first actually had a conversation with him. He has the longest podcast record at like almost 3 hours,
That's crazy.
and we both didn't know about it.
That's funny. That's a good combo,
So,
that means.
oh yeah, it's just a lot of bullshit going on in that podcast. But who do you say would be the funniest player?
I think, dude, I think Teddy's funny in general, but I mean, I think if we're going one player, I think Teddy's funny, bro. Teddy's a funny guy. I mean, I don't know about just the banter we had back and forth. Me and Teddy just BSing back and forth, but I think he's hilarious. But like Ben and you said, man, you can't beat RJ and Austin, man. They are hilarious, dude.
That's like a combo nobody should have.
No, dude, it's just like it's just so funny. Like the banter is like they've been friends for all their lives.
Right, and it's like weird because like it came, like I told Ben, it came out of nowhere, just one day. And it's like, what the fuck did you? Are you guys like secretly like cousins or some shit?
Yeah, I know, man. No, I think singular funniest player, my opinion, dude. I love Teddy. He is so funny as a human in general, but I think he's a pretty funny guy. But you can't beat, like I said, you can't beat Austin and RJ. Their banter, man. That's so funny.
I would
You might
have to
have to
choose
do
that,
that. Might have to be like a couple one. They win it together.
dude. I had to share. So last year I did the video and I posted the video of the Mackey Awards, but Austin and John won MVP or something, And I'm just like, what am I supposed to do? John's like, well, just give it to us both. I said, yeah, of course you would say that. And DJ goes, no, just give it to them both. I was like, all right, fuck it. So I had this trophy picked out. It was literally a picture of a goat just carved out. And it said the goat on it with glasses. And I was like, you know what? This is perfect. So I gotta come through with that when I eventually do get the awards.
That's funny, man. That's awesome.
That shit would be hilarious to see them open up the box and be like, what the fuck is that?
That would be hilarious.
Like, and it's a big thing too. Like, if I have to, I might have to send it to you, but it's literally like a huge head of a goat just carved out or engraved or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
That's hilarious.
And I'm like, dog, that's perfect for the MVP award. It's perfect.
Oh, that's so funny.
So as we start to wrap things up, what would you expect or like to happen next year?
Yeah, man. I think I definitely want to go 500 and more. For the team wise, that's what I want. Clean up the clean up the defense a little bit. Not make such silly mistakes. Um, Personally, I need to clean up my batting. I got to get that figured out so I can be an asset all the way around to the team. Um, but I see good things happening next year, man. I think it's gonna be good.
Well, definitely with you in the outfield with that cannon at arm that you got there.
That's right. Hopefully the cannon can stay through the off season. We'll see.
You definitely will be throwing some guys out at the plate next year, hopefully.
Always, man. Always. That's what I strive for is to throw people out. Nothing better.
All right, you got any closing remarks you'd like to add?
No, man. I just want to say appreciate it, man. It was fun having the games recorded, the walkout music. Like I said, I really appreciate it as a person that thoroughly enjoyed it all. Um, but yeah, man. Any other time you want me on, just hit me up. We'll get a date set and a time, and let's do it.
Oh, definitely. I'll be hitting you up more often then.
For sure. For sure.
I could always use a guest on this damn podcast.
We can do some combo ones next time. See if we can get me Teddy John, me Austin, whoever, man. Or we'll get whatever on. Yeah, I'm down.
Shit, let's have a
If I'm
group.
available, I'm down.
Shit, let's have a group meeting.
That's right. We'll have a group meeting. We can have a serious group meeting.
I don't think anything's going to be serious though on this podcast.
No, you got to keep it fun. Got to keep it fun.
All right, as we begin to wrap things up here, thanks you guys for listening on YouTube as well. I know I got the screen recording over here. That's why if you kept me focusing on this one. Um, but yeah, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Link down in the description below. Check out the Brew's Instagram page. Link down in the description. Check out the Brew Talk page. And I'm sure if you guys, Devyn can back me up on this. I'm sure if you guys are in the North Carolina area and want to play for the Brews, hit the Brews page up.
Do it. Hit it up.
Let's see how many people actually do it. 'Cause actually, somebody reached out to me earlier this year when I posted that clip from you throwing the guy out at home. I think it was that one or the batting clip. Somebody commented, it was like, "I want to play for y'all."
That's
It's
sick.
like, what the fuck? Okay, but I gotta reach out back out to that guy. Um, but yeah, all links are down in the description below. Go check out the Brews merch, which I'm wearing. Link down in the
I don't
description
got
below.
any Brews merch, but I should have. I should have put my hat on.
Dog, I'm thinking about next year just getting a whole bunch of t-shirts and just fucking, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go. And the fucking hats. Because the hats, I'd rather play in a league with the own logo on the hat than the old Brewers logo.
Yeah, for
Or the
sure.
Brewers logo.
I like the Brewers logo, but yeah, it'd be cool to have the beer. I like our logo, the logo though for the Brews.
You know who actually created that shit?
You.
Well, no. No, this
No.
one I'm not taking credit for. Have you ever met Julian?
Yes.
Yeah, he did it.
That's sick, man. I love that logo. I think it's badass.
Took him like 5 minutes to do it. I just took it. I said, "Hey, you care if I turn this into like something?" He's like, "No, go for it." So I
Yeah.
I know a guy that does the I guess it's like the transparent background, so where you can put them
Yeah.
on shirts and shit. He fixed up the logo real quick, and I put it up on the T Public.
That's awesome.
which we got everything from hats to purses to t-shirts to hoodies to um, a tapestry, which is like a flag.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And not to mention the fall weather is coming up. Go get your Burrows hoodie.
It is a Bruce hoodie, dude. I might have to give me a Bruce hoodie for sure.
It's not like it's like cheap material. I mean, it's comfortable. It's lightweight. We got like baseball style T-shirts too. We
Heck
got
yeah.
everything. Go check it out in the description below. And Devyn, thank you for coming on to this podcast.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely appreciate
And
you.
we will catch you guys next week with our special guest Teddy, who's joining me tomorrow night. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.
Peace.